Hey, hi. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. So, I'm basically Bruce Willis in Armageddon. Ah, you're a fan of the classics. It was the golden age, wasn't it? Well, to quote your action hero, if we don't get this job done, then everybody's gone. So yes, small sacrifices must be made. Small sacrifices? This is my life you're talking about. What is one life in comparison to thousands? Tens of thousands. You are here to give up something good to save something greater. Folks, it is wonderful being back here with you today to take a look at yet another awesome upcoming roguelite. This is going to give you strong Dome Keeper vibes. If I had to describe this for you, I would say it's underwater Dome Keeper with something sinister living deep below. I don't know exactly what that is, but you could tell from the conversation there that there are some sinister undertones happening. What I've surmised so far from this game, Feed the Deep, is that there's some kind of ceremony seeming to take place where this area, this community, follows this process in order to keep the evil at bay. That's my high-level understanding. Beyond that, I don't know much. I have done a handful of dives so far, and they have mostly gone terribly. So we're going to change all of that today. Let's see what we can get here. Ooh, illuminate wider and further. That sounds quite nice. So, what I can tell you so far is that we are in the process of diving down and collecting these gems that we then bring back to the surface in time where we're not running out of air. And we're going to be dodging some baddies along the way as well so that we don't lose these. These are quite valuable, as you know from playing any other video game out there pretty much. Keep your hearts. It's important. What I have learned from my time is that this is not the type of game where you want to get out there and be really, really daring and, boy, let's go deeper and see if we can make it back in time. You won't. You won't. You'll run out of air and die, and then you start over. So, look, we're going to take our time. We're going to sip some coffee along the way, and we're going to have a nice dive in Feed the Deep, and hopefully we are not going to feed the deep with, ourselves, right? That's the goal. Now, objective-wise, we're supposed to unlock this with a key card. I have not been able to get that far in my runs. I wanted to grab just one or two others. I feel silly just going back with just the one. We do have like a flare gun as well, but the bullets are very limited. Okay, there's one more. I'm gonna pop back up and then we'll head down there. Our next dive down. Whoa, let's not get stuck. Sometimes you can find pockets of air to pop up in real quick, have some respite. But as you can see, we're gonna need a handful of upgrades before we start to get a little bit more daring. Wait a second, that should be enough triangle things to net us something, right? Yeah, let's get one of these. Okay. I am really looking forward to all of the upcoming summer gaming shows. I think those are already starting to kick off. Ooh, looks like we have a cave over here. I'm going to hold off on that for now. I want to upgrade a little bit more before we're going to go and explore something like that. And maybe our next time down we'll stop and do some reading as well. But right now I'm just kind of focusing on grabbing some gems, getting some upgrades, and building that durability. Now, one of the key differences so far, at least, between this and something like Dome Keeper is that there's no attack phase. I guess that's being replaced by the fact that we've got limited air. Speaking of, let's add to the air capability that we have. What is this? Very bright glow sticks can set color. Okay. Or we can buy a key as well. I will tell you that there are treasure chests to be found out in the deep as well. All right, let's go back to that area that we were in. Now, there are some nasties waiting out here for us. We've seen them here and there. Ooh, I didn't even see that before. Let's latch onto that. Our study of the captured specimen continues 24/7. There are concerns it won't survive here long, so we rotate on shifts, observing its physiology and behaviors. Its outer shell is surprisingly heavy, reminiscent of the ancient placoderms, whose fossil remains captivated me as a young researcher. Despite its tough appearance, it has a certain elegance, seamlessly flowing with the creature's movements. The creature looks ultra-black, but our lights reveal an iridescent quality. Flashes of green, blue, and purple punctuate the dark and disappear again in the blink of an eye. Beneath the armor, its skin is paper-thin and sickly pink. Okay, 10 of 17. Oh, speaking of. All right, you know what? There we go. That's how I feel about that. Let's grab these. And maybe we can find one or two more, and then we'll head back up and turn them in. Okay, that's perfect. And we actually have a bigger one over there, too. That's probably worth 2, is my guess. So we'll take that. And then maybe next dive, we'll go in there and explore a little bit. Thinking some additional air would be welcomed. Now, at some point, we probably will get touched by an enemy, and there's this disorientation that happens in an enemy encounter. Ooh, that got costly, didn't it? All right, let's put into that, and then let's get one of these rando item spheres as well. Maybe we can get some additional air that way. Air tank, hey, how about it? Everything's coming up goat. That's perfect. All right, you can see the meter expanded quite a bit there into a whole nother meter. Let's head down to this cave here and see what we can see. Now, I should say that this game is developed by Luke Muscat, and Luke is known for creating a game called Jetpack Joyride. Some of you are going to remember this quite fondly. Some of you are going to say, oh my god, that's the game that stole all of my time when I got an iPad or an Apple product. And like you, I would agree there. We're going to have to go back. This is going to slow us down. All right, we're going to go back real quick. We're going to make the return. And we're probably going to get one of those randos again that you can get with the... Should we just call them purple balloons? Is that fair to say? Purple marbles? I don't know. What do you like? What do you like? I'm between balloons and marbles. Let's take a quick sip here. I made a fresh cup right before jumping in. And I'm drinking a roast from, I believe they're out of the Chicago area, Heady Cup coffee roasters, and the roast is called Flow. It's a medium roast, notes of cocoa and nuttiness. Look at that, 30% air, folks. Look at the goat cutting it close. All right, I'm gonna get one of these, and then we're gonna get one of these as well. And I know I've neglected the speed burst. We should probably think about doing that as well. Okay, look at this air tank. It's very expensive. Slowly gives a huge area of light when not being towed. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go air tank this time. Perfect. All right. Now let's hit the cave again. Yeah, so Jetpack Joyride, right? If that one's not ringing a bell for you, this was a game that was an auto runner side scroller. Remember when those were popular for a minute? And you had a jetpack and you just kind of flew around and tried to dodge stuff. And if I remember right, you know, there was some form of gem that you were trying to collect along the way. Oh, look at this. What do we have here? Okay, well, we're going to try it. How do we play? Oh, look at this. Well, that's basically what the game was. I think I'm losing air, though, but I'm tempted to keep going. All right. Okay, all right, we're abandoning this. I don't love that we're already at 60%. I feel like we should go back. Now, I might speed up some of these sections for you. Okay, let's buy another one of these randos. And let's go with Sprint. That's a nice little Easter egg in there. And I wonder what you get if you get a high score. That might be all she wrote for this cave. Okay. So it looks like we saw everything there was to see for the most part here. So let's back out. And there's our 60% warning again already. Seems like that's coming faster and faster, doesn't it? I'm gonna go up and get us air, and then we'll come back and see what else we can see down here. Each mini expedition seems to have you careening along a little bit faster each time, and the upgrade path, you know, from that standpoint has a nice feel to it. You know, the feel of progress, being able to go deeper each time, see more of the surrounding area. Okay, here we go. Here's some resources. What do we... Ooh, okay. Speaking of chests, let's just drag it across whatever that thing is that's blocking us. Technically, I could carry more. Well, do we just grab this one too? Of course we do. All right, let's take this back up. I think we've got plenty of air to do this. Oh no. All right, I might have to let go of one of these. Come on. All right, I might have to let go of... Okay, well, I will be letting go of all of these, apparently. Or maybe I'll keep the one chest. All right, that works. I'm going to use my speed boost here. The sprint wears off real quick. Okay. So we're going to want to buy a key. I love that they're only one marble. You know what? Let's just buy the other key too while we're thinking about it. Nice little stack of keys there. We'll go ahead and apparently just swing that in to the key, and that's what opens it. I don't mind that treasure at all. Okay, I am leaning towards some additional air, and I think the next one is going to have to be the pressure upgrade. We did lose a triangle over there, and then we've got to go back and get our chest. Let's do that. I think we left it right over in this area, in a crevice. Right? Over here, maybe? No? Oh, maybe it, like, slid back. There it is. All right, we are super speedy now. Speaking of, I'm gonna fire off the speed burst. Wouldn't mind getting a little bit more of that, actually. Now let's swing this thing over here. And I'm gonna turn these in first. And that way, the stuff from the chest won't, you know, fall. Ooh. Add ammo. Is it, you know what? I don't want to get that right now. Because, well, we're only missing one. And I don't think it's going to add to the maximum ammo, so I don't want to waste it. Let's get one of these, and let's go with another one of these. Okay. Now we're ready to go a little bit deeper, I think. Take a sip here. Cheers to you. All right. I'm kind of surprised we haven't happened upon an area where you can just kind of swim up and get some additional air yet. I don't know if I want to go in there just yet, but I'm making a mental note. I would have thought we, okay, we're definitely going to blast this guy. There we go. I'm gonna blast this guy too, especially knowing that we've got more ammo waiting for us. Oh, does this just connect up? Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's head back up here if we can. Oh. Okay. He tried to yank our treasure, didn't he? You know, we're still coming back with pretty decent hauls each time. We'll go ahead and refill ammo. Now, let's see what we want to grab here. Emergency teleporter. Right, but it's only going to work once. We could add some additional sprint. I think that would make sense to do. And it looks like that's going to do it for now. All right, let's grab this. Okay, so that was the right call there because that would have been very wasteful. I'm glad we ran through those shots first. I'm thinking we go back down here again, but we split off to the left because it looked like there was a little bit more to explore, but I don't want to get hit by this guy. It's like I said, it's very disorienting. We'll talk more about that when it happens. For now, I'm going to try and avoid that. Yeah, let's blast him, I guess. And we can always buy more as long as we've got the proper reserves, right? Oh, man. Okay. See what they're trying to do. Okay, well, that's good to know. That connects right up to there. We should explore a little bit more over here. I'm not sure if we saw everything. Okay, looks like we have. We still have plenty of air. So I'm going to come back down here. And we're going to see what else is just right over here in the area. Oh, looks like there's actually a ton of resources still just sitting right over here. That used to happen to me a lot in Dome Keeper, you know, where I'd kind of, holy moly, what a haul. Look at how slow we're going. I think this is the way, though. I'd venture so deep, and then I'd end up finding out, you know, gosh, there's a bunch of resources right next to me. I think we've got to come up here. Yeah. We got to wait for these to... There we go. Yeah, we definitely don't want to get slammed into that dude. Okay. Still got boost. I'm glad we bought that. Coming up on 30% of that air, but the 30% is a little bit more meaningful than when they tell you before you've bought anything that you've only got 30%. That's when you really got to worry. Ooh, wow. All right, do we just totally max out the air here? I think we do. And why don't we do this as well? Ooh, can't buy any more of those. All right. Okay, so I'm thinking sprint. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to fill up on air. And then I say we go back down to that other cave that we found. If I can find it again. Folks, I've got no map. You know? That's a little bit of a stretch for the goat. I mean, not that I'm even good at reading the map when they supply one, but you know, a map would be helpful. Maybe there's a map upgrade or a map capability if you've got the coin. All right, here we go. The water is very murky and dark here. Oh my, okay. Well, that can't be bad, right? Oh, we've got some resources. Oh. Oh, what the hell? What is that? Okay. Oh, that's the key card. That's the key card that opens the thing. Okay. All right, we know what to do with that, I think. All right. 60%. That's fine. That's fine. We got this. It was our objective to open up this feeding tank of sorts. Let's turn these 3 purplies in. And we are about to open the chum tank. Let's do it. Okay, completed open chum tank with card. Now we got to feed the deep. So, I'm assuming we've got to put the card down. I don't think we need that anymore. And then I believe we want to take this chum with us back to the cave, and but I don't know for sure. All right, we're getting some credits down on the lower left here. All right, folks. Let's see what happens here. I have a feeling this gets brought over here, maybe. Oh, no. We can't just hope for a brighter day. We have to work for a brighter day. Dolly Parton. Thanks for playing the demo. The full version of Feed the Deep has so much more to offer. Every expedition has new objectives, level generation rules, and gameplay twists. I was going to put screenshots on this screen, but I decided not to spoil the surprises. It's totally not because I'm out of time, I promise. P.S. Try the optional challenges for the Meat expedition. Luke. Hey, that was pretty neat. I'd be interested in checking this one out again, beyond the demo. You can get out there and try this for yourself. If you liked what you saw, it's chill. But it has a horrific undertone, I think. I'm interested in learning more. I don't like that we ended up being the feed. The joke was on us the entire time, folks. If you had a good time, do me a favor, hit that like button. It'll help even more people see this video and give attention to an indie developer out there. And let's do this again sometime soon. We'll get together, we'll play a roguelike or a roguelite, because that's what we do every single time out here, and we'll give away a video game at least once a week. All right, it is now time for me to roll the credits. If you'd like to have your name appear in the credits as a supporting member, consider channel membership. There is a link in the video description to that if you want to check it out. But I appreciate all of you and the support. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon. You take care out there.